Introduction to the MTS collagen gun. Once you receive the device, we'll unbox the collagen gun. You'll see what's inside. There's a user manual. Before using the device, we can take a look. The instruction manual. You'll find the required probes inside. This is a tungsten alloy conduction lid and the product bottle. 2 nano silicon chips. One MTS warming chamber. And the charging dock. Charging cable. One charging adapter. That concludes the introduction. Introduction to the MTS buttons. Now, let's introduce the button adjustments. Before we begin, we can take a look at the instruction manual for a detailed explanation and analysis. This is the device's power button. Press and hold to turn the power on or off. It's currently off. If we press and hold it, it will turn on. Press and hold for 3 to 5 seconds to turn it on. Make sure to press it precisely, then press and hold for 3 to 5 seconds to turn it off. Then press and hold for 3 seconds to turn it off. How to use the power button. After powering it on, we can see that the display screen will light up. Meanwhile, there are some labels for how to use the items inside. This shows how to use the long flat bottle. Now, over here, we have a battery indicator. This is where you adjust the settings interface shown here. When we want to make adjustments, we press this front button here. The forward and back arrow keys have a tactile push feedback. When using the forward and back functions, we can see that when we press this push rod is for the reverse key. It is moving backward. When you press the forward key, it is in its extreme position. This allows us to operate it manually. Here is a push rod. It's a multifunctional button. A short press will adjust the current function's parameters or toggle the function. Now you can see this is speed, and then we'll give it a short press. Press it once, and it switches to the next. This is a measuring device. The output flow rate is labeled with AD. Then, you can adjust this by adding or subtracting. Its functional parameter determines the dosage size. When set to 2, the flow rate increases slightly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It has a maximum of 10 settings. As for the water-cooled drill, we adjust it starting from level 1. The water-cooled drill is for viscous products. Start from level 2 or 3. It depends on each individual's absorption. You can turn it up to the maximum setting. Then press this multi-function button below. It will switch to a radio frequency function adjustment. The first function is RF mode. You can also adjust it with the plus and minus buttons here. The highest level is 10. The RF function produces a warming sensation. Then we'll start from level 1. If you're using products with growth factors like each, we can disable this feature. To turn it off, simply reduce it to 0. Additionally, the multifunction button has a third purpose. Simply press and hold this button. Holding it down allows you to switch between modes. One of the operation modes is manual. It's currently in manual mode. You can find this information in the user manual. It will be explained in great detail. If it starts with M, it means manual mode. When operating it, just press it once. You need to keep holding it down with your hand. This is what we call the manual mode. When operating, we recommend setting it to switch to manual mode. It will offer better control. For first-time users, it's also more user-friendly. For the first use, press and hold. This is how you switch it to manual mode. Now, if we want to demonstrate and see how it works with the automatic mode, we just long press to switch back. When it starts with A, it indicates the automatic mode. As you can see, in automatic mode, it continuously outputs. We press it once, and it outputs continuously. Press this key again, and it will look like this. Press it once more to pause. Installing the instrument probe. For installation, we need to prepare the nanosilicon wafer and remove the conduction cover. The nanosilicon wafer is designed for this product. It is typically a disposable component. And remove the MTS collagen gun. After removal, we need to disassemble it. Before use, we should soak them in a saline solution. After removing it, you will find another cover inside. The lid is fitted inside, then we remove it. Sometimes it comes loose inside. Then lift the instrument. When installing the chip head, align it with the index notch. Align it and then screw it in. Screw it in clockwise. After it's tightened, we remove the conduction cover. There's something inside. Tungsten alloy heat conductive lid. Sugar bottle. And a straw. The straw is used for suction when filling the product. First, install the heat conductive lid. Before using the heat conductive lid, it is recommended to wipe the surface with an alcohol wipe. During installation, you can see there are 3 locking points here. Align with the 3 points. Secure it properly. Don't insert it backwards. It won't fit if inserted backwards. Make sure to insert it from the front. Align with the locking point, snap it in place, secure tightly, and push until it's fully seated. Once it's fully seated, the installation is complete. Now, let's open the cap. Once opened, remove the collection bottle. Draw in the product we need to use. Connect it to the tube. If there are air bubbles after drawing in, gently eject it. After ejecting it, withdraw it. Then remove the tube. After removal, note this product bottle. It can hold a maximum of 5 milliliters of product. It has measurement markings here. Then connect this part. Once connected, if the push rod is at the front position here, this won't fit in properly. We need to retract it. For the equipment, you need to activate the instrument function. After activating this function, press the back button here. It will start moving for a long press. Keep holding the button. Keep holding it, because a single press won't make it move down. After a long press, push it all the way to the back. Now we need to snap the product's cover into place. When snapping it in, make sure this and this are parallel. Don't leave part of it sticking out, or it will get caught on this tube. We need to align this with the slot. Then snap it into place. This must be positioned horizontally, not vertically. If it's vertical, the cover won't close. After installation, we'll adjust this push rod. If the push rod remains in the rear position, it will take significantly longer to advance to this position during operation. So we need to manually push it forward, similar to pressing the advance key, safe and economical. For long press, we also need to stand the product bottle upright. Position the bubbles upright and push them. When pushing, if it contacts this position, we check the tube here. Whether product is flowing into this tube, that means product is coming out from the nozzle cap. Once a small amount of product comes out, it's ready to use. Before use, push this cap down and then apply the product. Additionally, there's a depth adjustment here. This is the depth adjustment for the silicone applicator head. Because everyone's skin can tolerate different penetration depths, that's why our device features a 4 mm graduated adjustment. You can adjust it up or down from this position. As you can see, when we scroll, it increases and decreases. And when we adjust to the maximum depth, it extends out, and you can see it reaches the 4 mm depth. Then when we retract it, it slowly goes back in. We typically start at 1 mm or adjust based on each individual's pain tolerance, depending on their specific condition. This right here is the Start/Pause button. Simply use manual mode during operation. Press and hold here to switch to manual mode. The M mode is the manual mode. Press here to operate. It can be activated once placed on the skin. If you don't feel anything during the treatment, move it closer to the skin while activating the RF function. If you still don't feel anything, you can adjust the RF function. It is complete. Charging the instrument when the battery is dead. First, take out the base, the charging dock, and the charger, and the power adapter. Once you have everything out, connect the plug to the charging cable. Disconnect this cable. After disconnecting, take out the power strip and connect the charger. Once connected, you can use this to charge via the dock, or directly charge the instrument. For direct charging, simply connect it directly. When charging the dock, make sure to connect it first. Once connected and powered on, a blue light will turn on as an indicator. Next, align the device with this spot where the light is illuminated. Insert it. If it doesn't work, don't force it. If it's not recognized, we should wipe it clean and try again. There will be an audible alert when charging is prompted. It will also be a gradual increase. Operation complete. Before operating the equipment, we need to prepare the products. These include the lyophilized powder and the essence concentrate. You can use a hyaluronic acid solution as a preparatory treatment. This also helps to open up the pores. The detailed steps will be covered next. Next, we'll use a nanosilicon chip. First, soak the chip in saline solution for 3 to 5 minutes. Now, we need to load all the required products. If the product bottle contains freeze-dried powder, you need to open and prepare it in advance. After dissolving it completely, load it into our device. The same applies to the essence. For more details, refer to our setup instructions. Once it's properly set up, move on to the next step. In the first step, we'll use a serum. Attach the required probe. Attach it to the cap. Next, let's attach the essence serum. Apply the serum for 3 to 5 seconds. This prepares the skin as a base layer. Next, attach this component here. Once attached, set the freeze-dried powder aside for now. We'll use it during the procedure shortly. Next, have the model cleanse their face. Before operating the device, thoroughly cleanse the face with a facial cleanser. It's essential to ensure the skin is thoroughly cleansed. Proceed with the collagen treatment device. After cleansing the face, soak the cotton pad with saline solution. Perform a second wipe on the skin. Alternatively, use saline solution for a facial compress. Apply for 3 minutes to soothe the face. After cleansing, the skin often feels tight. This can reduce comfort during the procedure. Apply a saline compress for 3 to 5 minutes. Prepare the entire face. If time is limited, we can simply wipe it clean directly, followed by a second wipe. Ensure all operational areas are wiped clean. Once everything is wiped clean, you can begin operating the instrument. Power on the instrument. Ensure the probe is properly attached to the device. For the first step, we recommend using a pure solution. Alternatively, you can use an essence or hyaluronic acid as a primer. For the priming step, we're using a collagen gun on the face. In combination with radiofrequency therapy, adjusted to the energy level our skin can absorb. This helps to open channels throughout the entire face, creating absorption pathways. This way, the subsequent application of freeze-dried powder will be more effectively absorbed. Alright, let's now proceed with the treatment. Setting all the necessary parameters. For the energy level, we'll start from the lowest setting. Since this is our first time using it, everyone has a different tolerance level. Start from the lowest setting, and the scale starts from 1. For operation, we can use the manual mode for operation. First, press this multifunction button. Switch it to manual mode. Switch to manual mode. It will be more convenient to operate. Start by applying an essence as your base layer. You can load the essence into the device. You can place it into this device. Alternatively, you can apply it directly with your hands. When applying with your hands, be sure to clean your hands thoroughly. Disinfect them with alcohol. Then, apply the essence. Apply a thick layer to create a base. During the procedure, let's begin with the chin area. With one hand, hold a saline-soaked cotton pad against the face. Don't apply it directly with your hands. Don't apply it directly with your hands, because our hands carry bacteria. This device has a priming function. That's why you shouldn't touch it with your hands. The area of the face we're working on. Then, starting from the chin, ensure the entire probe maintains firm contact. This conductive cover should be pressed firmly against the skin. When the device emits radiofrequency energy, the energy will be concentrated in that single spot if we only touch at a single point. You'll feel it getting quite warm. That's why you need to apply it this way, making sure it adheres to the skin completely. Begin at the chin area. You can move it in gentle, circular motions, or use short, lifting strokes like this. Avoid placing them too densely. If you're feeling the needle prick shallow or deep, we can adjust it accordingly. It depends on each person's tolerance level. There's also the energy setting. Currently, there's no heat sensation. We can increase it. We increase it in increments of 1 and 2. You can increase it gradually, level by level. You shouldn't increase the intensity too much too quickly. Otherwise, our skin won't be able to handle it, because it produces a slight vibrating sensation. When radio frequency is paired with lotions or essences for enhanced absorption, it provides a lifting effect. It lifts, tightens, and fights signs of aging. You should feel a gentle warmth. Then you need to move it along these lines, one at a time. Avoid moving from this spot to this spot in this way. If the treatment isn't applied intensively, the results won't be as effective. When performing the treatment, it's essential to apply the treatment slowly and patiently, without rushing. You can also create vertical lines using this technique. Start from this area and move toward this area. For marionette lines and nasolabial folds, the treatment can be applied to all these areas. Step 2 of the procedure. Introduction procedure for the freeze-dried powder series products. Turn on the device. Apply these products following the steps demonstrated above. Then install it in the same way. If the probe has been used previously, for applying a serum or essence, detach the probe and clean it thoroughly. Clean it with saline solution, because if the ingredients are different, they should not be mixed together. If the instrument hasn't been used for 5 minutes, it will automatically shut down. We just need to restart it. After it starts, adjust the parameters. For products like growth factors, we need to set the RF energy. Turn it up to 1 or set it to 0 without powering it on. Due to the thermal energy present, it will affect its composition, so be mindful of this. The same principle applies during operation. Adjust to the proper mode. Use the manual mode. It only produces output when manually pressed. The method of operation is also the same. It can be opened with a quick pull. The procedure must be done right away. Make sure the entire probe is pressed firmly against the skin. Then perform a weaning and pulse-stopping massage. These techniques are all performed in the same way. Then for detailed areas like the nose, you can use triple hydrochloric acid cotton pads on it. Be careful not to stay in one spot for too long. Then when working on the nose area, because of the nasolabial folds area, we can just glide it over. Move it up to the temples. When working around the eyes, avoid the eyeball. If you're wearing contact lenses or cosmetic lenses, you'll need to remove your contact or cosmetic lenses. Keep your eyes closed. Apply to the dark circles under your eyes. You can also apply it to the upper eyelid. Just avoid the eyeball area. If there is eyelid laxity in the lower eyelid, it can also be operated on. Perform a procedure with hyaluronic acid. The same technique applies when using concentrated serums. Inject in an upward direction. This technique helps to contour by following the natural facial lines. We can also perform the procedure this way. The treated area should not be touched with your hands. You should support the temple area with one hand. Reset technique. Next, move to the forehead area. If there are wrinkles present, or for areas like forehead lines, we should always work against the direction of the pores. Work against these wrinkles around the ears. If we work along them, it will deepen the wrinkles, so we must always work against them. Next, the pinch and pull method. Work upwards on the forehead lines. After completing the lifting technique, this tracing technique we're using is actually a lifting method. We can apply circular motions in this area. When applying circular motions to the entire face, it's essential to maintain light contact. The circular motion technique helps the product penetrate deeper into the skin. When it comes to lifting, this technique involves massaging the facial muscles. This tracing technique is designed for lifting and contouring. This helps achieve the coveted V-shaped face look. Finally, we apply the product to cover the entire area. To enhance its absorption, this generally refers to circular massage techniques. If you have relatively sensitive skin, experience a stinging sensation, or don't feel anything on healthy skin, we can adjust the intensity level here. If the intensity is insufficient, you can adjust the output level. It's okay. However, if you have thinner skin in the cheek area and around the eyes, when applying it, we should be gentle and use less pressure. Therefore, these areas are more sensitive. This have a priming function. You might feel a slight tingling sensation. It's normal to experience some tingling. Then lift it upwards, gently. Just lift your entire face upwards this way. Apply it to your entire face for 15 to 20 minutes. Then simply apply a facial mask. For the mask, use either a hydrating or a repairing one. You can store your face mask in the fridge before use. Simply chill it for a while, then apply it to your face. Afterward, just focus on moisturizing your skin, and don't forget to use sun protection. Device cleaning. Make sure to clean device thoroughly after each use. First, take out the product bottle. Then, put the cap back on. Take all of these parts apart. Just throw away these disposable items. If it's being used by the same person, this product bottle can be used up to 6 times. We need to clean it by placing it in warm water. After wash it with warm water, wipe 2 to 3 times with a saline solution or alcohol. Disinfect thoroughly. By repeatedly drawing and flushing it back and forth, you can clean the entire tube. Then, let it soak for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, we will take a sealed bag and pack it up. Keep it in a dry environment. The probe is made of acrylic material, and if wiped with alcohol, it will be corrosive. If there's any product stuck on it, you can use a little water to clean it like this. If product gets inside, you can use a cotton swab to clean it thoroughly. No product should remain inside the probe. If there is a product, it will affect our future use, and these must be wiped clean. Product must not be allowed to flow into this area either.